Hello everyone, my name's Sam and I'm going to show you around our Ford Mustang Mach 1. I'm going to show you the outside, inside, talk you through the interior and then take it for a drive after that. So this Mustang is a 2022 plate. It's covered just under 3,000 miles, one owner from new, and the whole car has had a full PPF wrap, which is a paint protection film, meaning the car's got a film over the paintwork to protect it for driving everywhere, just to protect the paintwork from stone chips and bits like that. As you can imagine, a car with 3,000 miles and PPF, it's in excellent condition. Anyway, I'm going to show you around the whole car. I'm going to start it up in a little while, but while I'm talking, I'll have the engine off just so you can hear me. Now the paint is actually a really nice colour. It's a bit of a grey finish with a sort of a bluey purpley tint. Got the Mach 1 going over the bonnet, of course, and the Ford on there. You've got the Mach 1 badges at the front quarter panels. Now down to the sides, got Michelin tyres. Got at the fronts Michelin Pilot Sport 4S tyres. You've got Brembo orange calipers, 19-inch wheels, and they're in fantastic condition. Mirrors are like a satin grey or satin black. Window slightly open on the passenger side. Same again at the back. Michelin tyres. It's a bit of a monster at the back of the car. Just looks quite naughty. Got a lip at the back, spoiler lip, and reversing camera. Show you the wheels better. There we are. And you've got the stripes to continue down to the back. Rear bumper. Such a lovely colour. It's beautiful. Right, if I now show you the boot of the car. Here we go. Now as you move on to the front of the car, doors, door seals down here, hinges are all in looking fine, not a mark I can see. Got the horse, comes up on the screen as you open the door. seats. I've got the orange stripe running across the centre of the front seats just to tie in with the stripes on the outside. Now the front seats are heated and cooled as well. I'll show you the back. You've got isofix points at the back. Headlining is all fine, black headlining. So now if I start it up, oh, press it twice by accident. There we go. So if I just run you through the instrument cluster, it's got a digital display. Now there's a lot of configuration options for the instrument cluster. If you press the horse button, that'll take you through different modes. You've got different exhaust modes which change the loudness of the exhaust. Quiet, put it in sport, a bit more growly as you would expect. You've also got a quiet start, I believe, which is when, obviously, if you've got neighbours you don't want to upset, you can put it in quiet start, and I believe that just puts it in quiet on, obviously, quiet startup. Quite a few configuration options. I don't want to bore you with all this. I'm sure you can see, but there's plenty of configuration options. You've got different colours, you've got ambient lighting with what colours on the screen and stuff like that. Rev matching, launch control, and you can also change the dials on the centre. So if I use the up and right bottom at the steering wheel, it goes through all the bits of information. It's just a cool gimmick. You can also change what appears in there as well. That's the instrument cluster. Steering wheel. You've also got settings as well in here, before I forget, if you want to change as well. There's a few configuration options on there. On the infotainment system, got quite a lot in here as well. Heated steering wheel, navigation, Apple CarPlay, DAB, Bluetooth, USB, and this has actually got, wait for it, it's also got, look, CD player. It's quite a rare appearance in modern day cars. Down here you can change the modes for the, I think it's, just get to that. Change the modes for the driving modes, normal, my mode. You've got sport mode, which then changes the, what's it called, RPM gauge across the whole top. Quite a difference. Change it again. Sport Plus. We've also got race track here. Drag strip. I'm not too sure exactly what these do. There we go. That's another cool feature. It's just like a massive toy, this car is. Snow wear. So yeah, a lot of different options on here. You've also got different steering wheel feel. I'll talk about this more on the drive. Comfort, sport, normal. Is it sport? Yep. There we go. And traction control off, leave that on. Aircon, obviously. I hope I'm not going too long with what I'm saying here. I'm just running you through. Put it into reverse. Camera's nice and clear. Take it out. Back to normal, obviously. So yeah, USB down there at the bottom left. and I'll show you under the bonnet. I can reach, Put it into normal, there we go. Auto lights. You've got lane keep assist as well, before I forget. And you can also fold the mirrors in as well by pressing the button here. If you're going down some country lanes and you want to protect the mirrors, just poke them in and press it again to poke them out again. That's the interior covered as quick as I can without taking too long. You've also got electric seats, and I believe this is the lumbar support going out. See the middle section of the seat going in and out, that's the lumbar. Right, now I'll show you under the bonnet. That's just the car letting me know I've still got the key in my pocket and the engine's running. Sorry about that. Right, under the bonnet, 5 litre V8. Right, let's take it for a quick test drive. And that's it. Right, okay guys, about the PPF, just to update you with what this car has. So it's not a full PPF wrap, my apologies. Just to show you what this car has got covered with PPF. So it's the front quarter panels, the front bumper, all round here, then the paint of course, the bonnet, you can see it around here where it starts and stops, all round here, down here, again the other front quarter panel, and it then stops where the doors start. You might be able to see where the film stops, and it also goes up along here and then stops here. You can see the line where the PPF has stopped, and the roof, the back here, has no PPF. So this is all normal, and it's just the front here, up here, and around here is PPF, and there's also a PPF around the back here, on this bit here. It's just this black bit here, around here. I'm sure you can see that with the Mach. You can see where the line goes. It's just this bit here. The rest of it around the back isn't protected. But to be fair, you don't really get stone chips around the side or the back. It's mainly the main touch points where you might touch the tailgate when you close the boot, if you're closing it, of course. And obviously the front to stop stone chips, dirt and what have you hit the front of the car. So yeah, that's just the more in-depth talk about what PPF is applied into what section of the car. Thanks. Right guys, we're now out in the Mustang Mach 1, and I've got to say I've just driven this car to the petrol station to get fuel in the car, and it is lovely. And what I mean by that is it looks great and it feels great behind the wheel, and I like this car. What this car has is that when you're driving it normally, just without putting your foot down, it's actually comfortable. You wouldn't think it because it's a bit of a muscle, bit of a powerful car, but driving it now, it's very bearable. The suspension isn't harsh, it's quite smooth if anything. It's and I tell you, one thing I actually love with this car is the gearbox. A 6-speed manual. It's got such an accurate and precise throw. It's just, it's brilliant. I love the gearbox. It slots into gear nicely, and this car's also got rev matching as well, so when you downshift it'll rev match for you, which is great. I believe it's in all of the gears. So yeah, it is a great car. Looks great both on the outside and inside. I love the paintwork. I love the instrument cluster. There's a lot of things I love about this car. But anyway, so I've told you about the interior, what this car's got on the inside, what this car's got on the outside, but what is it like to drive? So 40 miles an hour, like I've said, it's great. It's very, in a way, quite very comfortable. Not the right, possibly not the right word to describe this car in the way you might think it should be a bit more growly and uncomfortable, but it's comfortable in a muscle car way, if that makes sense. I've got to open the window. Obviously, it's not a quiet, you know, refined drive. It's you know, it's got a bit more of a comfortable and the harshness as well, because it is a muscle car, without contradicting myself too much. So I've currently got the exhaust in normal, or the exhaust in quiet rather. So the steering wheel feels normal. It's hard to describe the steering wheel. You've got different drive modes. You've got normal, my mode, sport plus, and you've also got racetrack, different steering wheel modes. I can't change it in what I'm in right now. Try not to go through this too much. There you go, rev matching works fine. Put it in sport steering, makes the steering feel a bit more heavy, which is what you want really. Going around corners, you want to feel the wheel more. Sounds good. I'm now going to put it into sport mode with the exhaust. It just sounds a bit more growly. I'm about to take this car onto an A road for about 30 seconds. That way you guys can see what it's like at high speeds. There you go, rev matching all fine. Ooh. She's a bit of a wide girl, but that's okay. That's what muscle cars are. Tell you what, you get a lot of looks driving this thing. The shift is just amazing. Beautiful gear shift changes. It makes you want to change gear. That's when you know you've got a good gearbox, when it makes you want to change gear, like even for the sake of it. I don't need to put it into fifth, but I want to. Rev matching again, fine. It's not great, I've got a lorry in the way. I'll back down in this for a second. So yeah, so this has a 5 litre V8 naturally aspirated. It does 0 to 60 in 4.8 seconds. Top speed is 166. It's got 454 brake horsepower and 490 foot-pounds of torque. So this car's got a lot of power. Right, I won't be going mad with this car. It's just so you guys can see what it's like. I'll keep my mouth shut for a while. National speed, here we go. There we go. So yeah, it picks up very well. And now you're driving more at higher speeds, you can feel more of the growlness now, more of the muscle side of this car. It's not so, it is still comfortable, but it's more of a, you know, a bit of a more of a beefy car than it is more of a subtle car in town. It is hard when you've got cars in front of you. Steering wheel's straight. It drives like a car, you know, that's done 3,000 miles. You've got nothing to worry about. Our guys at work have checked the car over. Drop it down a gear again. Engine's nice and torquey, brakes are sharp, it's not put into the left or right as I'm braking. Steering wheel's nice and straight, although there's a bit of camber on the road, so it's sort of hard to show you to that sort of side. So yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. You're more than welcome to come and view and test drive this car. Give us a call in 01277 563 561, or you can email us info@fairmontsportsandclassics.com. And yeah, we look forward to seeing you. Thank you for watching. Cheers.